Angel Reese versus the Brazilian national team, the Chicago Sky, against that team at LSU. And now we get word from the coach that Angel Reese is going to have a modified role.
Have you seen the latest with Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky? Coach Tyler Marsh has shaken things up by elevating Camila Cardoso into a starring role, leaving Reese sidelined. The move has sparked outrage among fans, with some calling it a calculated effort to derail her historic rebounding streak.
It sounds like they're going to pull her out further from the basket, and I wonder how her fans are going to feel about that. If she's further away from the basket, that doesn't mean there's going to be a lot of, or as many, I would believe, offensive rebound opportunities for one Angel Reese.
Since the news broke, Angel Reese hasn't returned to training camp. The queen of double-doubles is now being asked to shift her game to mid-range shooting, despite a field goal percentage of just 39.1%. This sudden change feels like a plot twist in what's been a meteoric rise. Is this a calculated strategy to elevate the team? Or is there something more behind the scenes? Let's break down what's really going on.
The Chicago Sky's offense will no longer run through Kennedy Carter. Carter averaged 17.4 points per game in 2024, leading the Sky in scoring. Interesting. It should lead straight through, I believe she's 6'6"? Camila Cardoso down in the paint. That's who it should lead through. That's who it better lead through.
Just days before the Chicago Sky's exhibition matchup against Brazil's women's team at LSU, Coach Tyler Marsh made a move. That's sending shockwaves through the WNBA. He's completely redefined Angel Reese's role on the team, and fans are stunned. It's a drastic shift in how one of the league's most promising young stars is now expected to play.
And new head coach Tyler Marsh is busy installing a different vision for Chicago's offense. The Sky plan to use second-year power forward Angel Reese much differently than how she was deployed in her rookie season.
Angel Reese made her name by controlling the boards night in and night out. Those double-doubles weren't just numbers, they became her identity. Her relentless rebounding at LSU carried straight into her WNBA debut. Who could forget her second pro game against Indiana, where she grabbed 19 rebounds? Performances like that didn't just build her reputation, they earned her the admiration of fans everywhere.
If she's not as close to the basket on offense, which she shouldn't, it should clear out the paint and underneath the basket for Camila to be able to rebound. And we know she can hit layups. We've seen them. We've seen them over and over. I've seen plenty of videos.
Then comes the twist. The Chicago Sky want to completely reshape her game. They're asking Angel Reese to step away from the basket, her home court, and focus on mid-range jumpers instead. It's like telling LeBron James to stop attacking the rim and become a three-point shooter. The Sky are pushing their rebounding powerhouse to move away from the paint and expand her range. But there's a challenge. Her release is slower than most. While there's potential for her to adapt, it won't happen overnight, and the clock is ticking.
The Chicago Sky want her to take mid-range jumpers. Okay. However, Marsh wants her to add more versatility to her shot selection by hitting mid-range jumpers 10 to 15 feet from the basket. She's working on being able to shoot off dribble and when the play call is for a catch and shoot. Yeah, but what does that mean? Because she's... look, we've all seen videos of her practicing. She's got a very, very slow as SERP release out there. So that should be interesting against anybody that's got any kind of a wingspan.
And here's where the issue arises. Angel Reese isn't known for her shooting. Take a look at her current field goal percentage. Just 39.1%. Those numbers suggest that her strengths lie in mid-range shots and putbacks, the very aspects that made her successful in college. So why take a player struggling with shooting efficiency and ask her to shoot from even further out?
And they want her to shoot more mid-range. This should be very, very interesting.
And meanwhile, Camila Cardoso is being given the prime position under the basket. The very spot where Angel Reese made her name, pulling down all those rebounds. It's the position that made Reese a star. The one that helped sell jerseys and solidify her marketability.
And I think Angel's really good. I think she's really good. And I just think the team would be better if, you know, they anchored their defense around the elite defensive player and kind of ran their offense, maybe not through Camilla because she's not going to pass it, but run their offense to the elite finisher.
Angel Reese hasn't even shown up to training camp since learning about her new role. And that speaks volumes. While many players would view a role change as an opportunity to grow, Angel seems to be taking it as a personal slight. Imagine being told to adjust your game, only to walk away instead. That's not the mentality of someone putting the team.
Per Julie Poe of the Chicago Sun-Times, Reese has yet to post up at training camp as she learns a new role for the offense. Oh, this should be very interesting. Quote, for Reese, that means adapting to a modified role that will tap into her full potential as a stretch four.
Let's be honest, Angel Reese isn't being asked to give up her strengths. She's being asked to develop new ones. But instead of embracing this opportunity, she's resisting it. Why? Because the reality is, she struggles with her shooting. Her 39.1% field goal percentage speaks volumes. For a player whose game revolves around the basket, that number is surprisingly low.
And Mabry comes up with the board. Long pass, perfect to Reese. She was unable to get it in. And they play some beautiful basketball. Again, no Brianna Stewart today. Chicago's made 7.
This isn't sabotage, it's strategy. The Sky are looking to evolve. They need players who can stretch the floor and make smarter offensive decisions. Angel's game, while dominant, is one-dimensional. Rebound, put it back up, and repeat. When that doesn't work, she struggles. She's not being set up to fail. She's being asked to grow. But so far, she's resisting the change.
If she's not as close to the basket on offense, which she shouldn't, it should clear out the paint and underneath the basket for Camilla to be able to rebound. And we know she can hit layups. We've seen them. We've seen them over and over. I've seen plenty of videos of her hitting plenty of layups. That could be better for the offense.